The following podcast is brought to you by the Ebb Tide Treatment Center. Many people wrestle with addiction. You don't have to. Reach out to the Ebb Tide Treatment Center, where they wish to empower each individual encountered with the support, hope, and tools required for long-term sobriety, priding themselves on providing the best possible treatment experience for you and your loved ones based on unique needs. They're committed to breaking the stigma that plagues those suffering with addiction and their families by educating and bringing awareness to the community. The Ebb Tide Treatment Center provides individual and group therapy, multiple recovery pathways for support, evidence-based clinical support, integrated aftercare social reintegration, personalized treatment planning, program addressing whole life health, and Vivitrol program, all available. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, reach out to them at ebbtidetc.com or call 844-430-4357. Hello once again, everybody. Thanks for listening to AIW's The Card is Going to Change. Before we get into this week's episode, as always, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors that help us bring the show to you for free each and every week. Firstly, thanks to Angelo's Pizza. They're feeding us here as they always do while we record, and they, of course, bring pizza to you at our live events at Mount Carmel. If you want to try more of their pizza or anything else on their menu, it's all delicious. Head to Angelo's on Madison Avenue in Lakewood, Ohio. And thanks to Smart Mark Video, they record all of our live events. And if you want to relive any of those or watch them for the first time, you can purchase that on DVD or digital download from smartmarkvideo.com. And additionally, head to powerbomb.tv, sign up using the code ABSOLUTE, and you will get a 20-day trial for free. And then stick around and just keep watching the shows that we put out there from the AIW archives. And as always, thanks to Jack Prince, who helps take care of all of our printing and graphic design needs. They can do all of that and more for you, whether it be banners, t-shirts, business cards, flyers, everything and anything. For all that they have to offer, head to jackprince.com.
JAKPrince.com. JAKPrince.com.
Give one good one so we can start on.
Was that not good enough for you?
Well, you gave me two. We need it for editing points.
Oh,
Just go, dude.
This fucking guy.
Just give me one more.
One more.
Kevin Dunn over here, man. Damn, dude.
I think we're just starting with that.
All right, man. JAKPrince.com.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And those sweet sounding vocals that you just heard, none other than the one-man militia, Matthew Justice. He is joining us here today, along with Mr. Up for Anything. Today's Mr. Up for a Podcast, Joshua Bishop.
Hello, what's going on, everybody?
And, of course, as always, AIW owner John Thorne.
How did Josh Bishop become the fourth on this?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is strange. I
Really?
voted for Bobby Beverly, but he
I
said
also
no.
voted for
Fine,
Bobby
man.
He said no.
Bev, will you at least give like a shout out here for Josh Bishop's mic, man?
Shout it out.
My name is...
Come on, Bev, shout it out.
What's up, everybody?
There you go. Shout out from Bobby Beverly. As
in
always,
an elevator.
my name is Steve Guy, your moderator of sorts. And this is the after party edition of the AIW podcast. The card is going to change. The card is going to change, but the after party is always going to be
It's always Matthew Justice at the after party.
Matthew Justice,
The usual crew.
and Bobby Beverly, who doesn't want to chime in.
The worst thing that could have ever happened to AIW was me and Bobby Beverly coming back, probably.
Why?
No one will ever admit
Why
it,
would you
but-
say that? Why would you say such a thing?
I don't know. I shouldn't speak about myself.
Enlighten the audience.
I feel like the floor should speak about that. Josh Bishop,
Oh, yes.
how do you feel, man?
Well, one time I was sleeping, he tried to light me on fire. I'm still pretty fucking pissed about that, I'll be honest.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean,
Why
sometimes
would you
you're
sleep
cool.
at the after party?
Because it was like 5:30 in the morning.
Bobby Beverly's not asleep at the after party. Trey Lamar's not even fucking asleep at
Trey
the
Lamar's
after party.
at his first after party right now.
No, he's been in a couple.
He's wearing camouflage, dude. He knows what's up, man.
Dude, don't forget about that Conor McGregor after
Oh
party
my
where he
God!
thought
How could
they were
I
gonna
ever
win.
forget that one?
At
Dude,
Liquid?
it was screaming.
What's it?
No, we watched Conor McGregor and
After the Wrestle
Oh,
Rage.
Vegas.
Floyd
Dude,
Mayweather. Yeah.
Dude, that Wrestle Rager was fun as fuck.
All right, nobody wants to hear from you, Josh Bishop. We're
Yeah,
talking.
all right,
We're here to talk about.
Can we
the-
cut the mic off on him, dude?
We're here to talk.
You are literally the one
I
who
want
told him
the
to sit
bet.
down.
Get-
Uh-oh.
Here, Beth. Yeah, all right.
All right.
There we go. All right.
We have goddamn, pardon me, Alex Worldwide Keller stepping in.
Thrift
We
store
have
jobber.
fucking Bobby Biz Everly and the man, the myth, the legend. Fucking, wait, I said thrift store jobber? No. Well, the huckster I am, he's here in spirit. But we got Bobby Biz Everly, who has never
Yes.
been on this
Get him on the
goddamn
fucking
fucking
podcast,
podcast.
goddamn.
And we got
He said
the
he doesn't
man, the
wanna be.
myth, the legend, Kaplan. Kaplan, do you have some words for the podcasters out there?
How did I get here?
I don't know, but I'm glad you're here, brother.
So am I. Yeah, I'm a little
Welcome.
drunk and stuff.
Allegedly.
All right,
Allegedly.
we're here to talk about the career of Matthew
we're really
Justice.
here. Yeah, we're here to talk about Matthew Justice because how long had it been, John Thorne?
Matthew Justice could give you all those details. We just had a real deep conversation at the bar,
And
I
that's what
said,
sparked this whole conversation.
I said, let's just record it.
and he was like, "I'm ready now.
We need a
strike
fa-
while the
we-
iron's hot."
We need a facts and figures guy here, man, because there's going to be a lot of errors. all
Apparently
right?
that's you. Well, all right.
So what'd you say? How long has it
How
been?
long had it been? Like, what was the gap from when
From
you
your
were at
AIW
and then you came
that.
back?
November 2008. The show was supposed to be at the West Park Party Center.
Ah.
And I went to a MMA show at the Saddle Ridge in Parma.
Instead,
And Chandler Badians
did you cancel?
texted me and said, "Where you at? The show's about to start." And I said, "No, I'm not coming, man. I'm at an MMA show at Saddle Ridge."
Were you watching on TV or were
I
you
didn't even know
participating
that.
in-
No, that is legit. I was with my friend, and the month before I had been in the main event of Absolution 2, right? And it was me, John Thorne, and the Drake Yonder, the fucking 1-2-3 kid.
No,
Drake
Absolution
Yonder.
3. Absolution 3.
Yeah, it was the new Faith in Nothing versus the old Faith in Nothing. Or
No,
what-
Revelation 13.
Revelation 13, which would be me, Drake Yonder, and John Thorne versus Revelation 13 and
Ricky
Madman Pondo.
Ricky Vince and Madman Pondo.
So we did this death match, and I specifically remember giving Madman Pondo a superplex to a barbed wire board. Now here I am, right, and I got
Let's
paid.
talk about where you're at and you're
in life?
in life at this point.
No, let's
Where
just
are you
lay
in life?
down.
That was getting
boring.
I got paid $20, and I said, I need to get paid more. And Chandler Bain said, "No, there's nothing we can do for you." So then that's
Where are you? Like where?
No.
What's the age? of-
brass tacks? I was in 2008. So someone give me some math. I'm 29 and it's 2018. So
piece of shit.
I was
you're 19,
19.
bro.
I got
19.
paid $20. I said, I need to get paid a little more. He said, "No, there's nothing we can do for you. Greg Irons and Hobo Joe get paid $20, so we can't pay you more." I said, "Okay." And then November
It's a
comes
local rate, brother.
November comes along, and I go to the Saddle Ridge to see some shitty
Verified.
In fairness,
MMA.
with inflation, that's like $40 now, dude.
Well,
No, it's
That's a big payday back then,
that's
dude.
Shut up,
a lot
Bobby.
of wear and tear on the body, man.
It's a big payday
was
right
covered.
now, brother.
John Thorne was in the match, man. The whole ring was covered.
And you know what? I got
broken
paid. I got paid zero.
The Mulberry's in
I
the
got paid
flats,
zero.
bro.
So
Mulberry's in the
$20 was a fucking upgrade for you, brother.
Man, is this the most sold out fucking podcast
It's
you've
live.
ever had?
We're live, brother.
Do you remember, Matt? Do you
we
remember when
advertised
you got
this one.
blackballed?
Who's that
by
guy?
AIW?
So Chandler Bennett texted me, "Hey man, the doors are about to open." I said, man, I'm not coming. I'm at the Saddle Ridge watching MMA. Black.
I didn't know this. So he must have covered for you because I never knew this.
Saddle Ridge is not even open anymore, right?
Yeah, it's right by where I live now.
On Pro Road.
Is it
Yeah.
still there, though?
UXW
It's not Saddle Ridge
It's
now.
out of
Yeah.
business, yeah.
That's where UXWA said they're going to make their own arena.
Oh,
so I'm
okay,
there
that place.
watching MMA, and I'm supposed to be at the West Park Party Center doing AIW, right? So I said, "No, I'm not coming, man. Not coming. $20, not doing enough for me. Barbed wire board, superplex.
That's a
Fuck
lot.
that.
That's a lot.
Right? So $40 that was it. That was 2008.
Eric Ryan would have
But
done
that's
that shit
not
for
why you
free,
were blackballed.
Well, I was
Because you could have been booked again. You got blackballed. because you quit
2008.
the
That was.
WWE.
I mean, what are we allowed
But-
to say on the podcast?
Well, okay, so hold on. So I have first hand accounts.
This sweet
Yes.
voice that you hear is the Bobby,
Bobby
Beverly.
Beverly.
Fuck Bobby Beverly's dead. This is fucking Bev.
Okay, Bev Smith. That's my new name.
What are you laughing at? That's
my,
what are you fucking
That's my
laughing at?
rock name when I'm fronting man for my band,
Bev
Black Sabbath
Smith.
cover band.
Bev Smith?
Parker Pierce.
Smith.
And
Do you want to
your
plug
friend,
the Black
Bev
Sabbath cover band?
Smith.
Yeah, no, it's because it's fake.
Chandler
Okay,
Bidens
so-
is rolling over
No,
his grave,
let's
dude.
let's
He's
circle
like,
back.
John
to when
Thorne's
you
like,
quit the
"Oh, man."
WWE. Me being your friend had a first-hand account.
Wait.
and everybody in wrestling.
You want to
in
circle back to
Cleveland-
when he quit the WWE? We didn't even get to him being in the WWE.
Yeah,
but
just
it
hold
doesn't
on.
really
Wait.
matter.
Hold on. Hold on.
His career didn't matter.
Hold on. Eddie only. Calm down.
No,
So, everyone, Ray Rowe, what's the date today? The January 20th, 2018.
19th, 20th.
A couple hours ago, Ray Rowe
Yeah,
signed to the WWE.
a couple days ago.
Fucking farewell.
He finished
dude.
it.
AIW, right?
Yeah.
Who is he trained by?
You?
No, dude. Fucking JT
I was
Lightning,
making it
right?
up.
Johnny Gargano.
Lou
Who's he trained
Marconi.
by?
We said Josh.
Ray Rowe
Who's
said
Johnny
Lou
Gargano?
Marconi.
He gave that nice Johnny. I don't
This
remember. Johnny
shit's
was
gonna
JT.
mean a lot of editing.
Ray,
All right.
Ray
Listen,
Rose
so-
was trained by Josh Prohibition.
JT Lightning Memorial Tournament. The great, the late.
what
JT
year?
Lightning.
The memorial
Who is it?
show or the tournament?
Who was his first ever trainee signed by the WWE?
Matthew Justice.
But do people know that?
They do now. You're talking about the memorial show. This is the memorial show.
That's
not
what we're
the
getting into.
tournament.
Like people, like let's,
yeah.
let's talk about. Okay,
I
so,
wish people could see
so
John
this is-
Thorne right now with his fucking chalice full of white wine.
Is that, I thought it was
the
water,
white.
to be honest.
It's
with you.
Tito's.
Tito's.
Oh, is it
wine.
Tito's?
this man is drinking straight Tito's out of a wine glass right now.
So, what you're referring to is the JT Lightning
No,
Memorial.
like, let's-
I'm just referring to the legend.
No,
of
like
JT
let's
Lightning.
talk about. Okay, you get signed to WWE.
I
right?
was 22 in 2011.
Who was the first person to text you though?
So I haven't had this man's number in years, and some random
Since you went to the MMA show, apparently.
I went to the NBA like LeBron James, dude. I'm 6'1", I'm white, and I was the point guard for the Charlotte Hornets.
What happens when you get signed though?
So I'm in my bedroom in the Streetsboro, Ohio, and
What were you wearing?
Rockets.
probably a Venice Beach, California T-shirt and a pair of basketball shorts with no underwear. And
This
a
is
number
true.
texted me.
No
No
underwear.
doubt. And because I know that because Bobby Beverly gave me the Venice Beach T-shirt. And what did we trade
Bev
for?
Smith is his name.
Bev Smith.
What did I trade you for? I
You
traded.
need, at one point, you need to tell everybody about the underwear of mine that's.
Oh
still in
no,
your
no, we'll
bag
get to that.
went
This is
to the
going to be a
WWE.
long podcast, brother. So, I'm in my room. I had been grinding hard. I left the shadow of the one and only Johnny Gargano, if everyone knows that, and I got signed to the WWE before it was cool. And
Before you were cool, before it was cool.
no, before it
cool.
was cool to get signed by
Oh, okay.
WWE. At the time, they were only signing bodybuilders and
Yeah.
7 foot tall guys
I still think it would be cool.
to get signed by WWE.
Yeah, probably was
course.
still cool.
Well, but they were the indie craze.
Yeah,
was
they weren't-
not
yeah,
in.
I get
like
what you're saying.
fucking Johnny.
They were looking for the look.
Johnny was an elf on SmackDown.
Yeah.
and
That's not a
Ray
euphemism.
Rowe was just had no hope for getting signed, and I'm not even, he said that tonight in
He
the
did.
interview. So
You're
it's not
right.
even me shitting on him or anything.
No.
So I got signed because of hard work and perseverance, like Hatebreed said. So
Well, you also spent thousands of dollars on tryouts.
yes, I did. But
let's tell everybody that.
But I made that back in one paycheck
This is true.
from Titan Towers.
true.
So let's be honest with that. I actually made a profit off of
Hey,
my first
hard work,
paycheck.
hard-earned money. It's all good.
Yeah.
Who
yeah,
was?
let's
Can you
just
say
be
who was
honest
in
with
your
that.
class? Like who you were there?
Well, no,
with?
like let's like we're getting to who congratulated him
Brass
first.
tacks here, dude. So
You're sitting in your room in your basketball shorts.
Oh yeah. Let's go
I'm
back to
sitting in my
that.
room in my
With no
basketball-
underwear on.
No wonder.
Well,
we're
I
on.
wear basketball shorts with no underwear. It's
Exactly.
comfortable.
as
dude.
everybody does.
So I get, like
He can't fit it in underwear. Trust me.
That's the actual one man
Oh,
militia.
man, what is it?
It is.
Let's flash
That is
back
the
to
one
the
man-
JT.
That's the
Lightning tournament
militia right there.
2017.
It is the militia.
To an AIW fan of the
you-
weed, right?
No, so you're getting you're in the basketball shorts. No wonder where you get a
just got
text
signed,
message.
right?
Who gives you the text message?
Well, first off, hold on. This is totally out of context. I did a lot of tryouts. I went to OVW. I went to FCW. I paid a lot of money for these tryouts. People used to actually tell me, like, oh, you're just throwing your money away. Like, you're spending thousands of dollars on these tryouts.
Okay.
Oh, cool, man. Whatever. Yeah, you're fucking sweet.
And then where we'll get to, in a lot of
sure your
people's
mic's
opinion, you did throw your money away.
Sorry.
My mic is on.
It is.
Calm the fuck down.
Well, we'll get there.
So, this is the thing, man, all right? So I did a tryout in July of 2010. I was 20. I just turned 22. And Jim Ross gave the most depressing, saddest speech that anyone could ever give. And he told me, well, not me, but me and like 77 other guys. A lot of the who's who of indie wrestling, actually.
Really?
Can I name some names?
Yeah, do it.
Doesn't matter who name I drop.
I mean, they were there. Right?
So
Yeah.
guys like Shima Zion, who's he?
DJ Z.
At the time, Jeff Shulo, that is the Drifters. Elias.
Elias,
Sampson,
yeah.
Elias.
Yeah.
Guys like Michael Elgin, Joey Ryan, let's see, Pepper Parks, and the one and only Matthew Justice. July 2010 FCW tryout.
So a lot of people better than you.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
No doubt, man.
I love you.
I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by fucking Pornhub.
But
dude.
you could, probably.
I almost became
Yes.
a porn star,
Legit.
dude. That's for later. We'll get into that.
This is a true story
This
also.
is like a 3-part podcast.
You could
brother.
you could shoot them with the militia.
This is a long podcast, all right? This is like the next 7 weeks of podcast, dude.
That's a lot of
This is
podcasts.
like the Hanukkah podcast. There's like 13 candles to be
Will you
lit.
give us
Okay,
a Will you give us a gift?
Who
River?
congratulated you first?
So,
Yeah, who texted you?
you
While
want
you were in
all right, so
you're in the Venice Beach t-shirt,
July 2010.
basketball shorts, no underwear.
No. We're back in time now. July 2010. Someone's gonna have to edit this, dude. It's gonna have to be curated.
Unfortunately, it's John Thorne.
It doesn't have to be curated, bro.
I'm just a moderator.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
trying to keep you on-
You know what, dude?
I'm just a
Revelation
moderator of sorts,
13,
dude.
All right, that's all. I
No,
gotta
get
say.
back to the
Sonny
it's
the
important.
Commissioner.
Who
all right?
texted you?
So no.
Who texted you? When,
So there's some who's who of indie wrestling. Setchi Star was there actually. Let's I'll keep going. Setchi Star was at that tryout.
She got a thumbs down from the
So
live crowd.
at these tryouts, the way it would roll. Let me break this down to you. Pre-performance center. Florida Championship Wrestling. All right?
FCW
Fucking
days.
Trey Lamar could give 2 fucks. He's on his cell phone Snapchat right now. Doesn't want to learn anything about the business.
This is important to him. He wants everybody to know.
What a fucking loser, dude. So
He's starstruck.
the way they would do it is you'd pay $1,000. You'd show up to Florida, own flight, own fucking accommodations.
So more than $1,000 ultimately. Then
Luckily, AIW alumni Rex Brody lived in Florida at the time with, it was a weird story, Ryback, which is Ryan Reed. So no.
Rex Brody
So
was
Rex,
Ryback?
you guys all know Rex
Stop.
Brody
Yeah.
from AIW fucking past, right?
well, he pops up into bar shows once in a
He's
while.
a Cleveland guy, born and bred.
Yeah.
Morty
Willoughby,
Rackham.
DTW, downtown Willoughby. Morty
man.
Rackham, Extreme Perry Dream from John Thorne's days of EFW. So
R.I.P.
Normandy High School, M-Dog diving off the balcony.
He wasn't there.
Was that Normandy?
That was Normandy. It was,
Right.
but Rex Brody was not
Okay,
there.
but Extreme Perry Green. Roommates with Ryback. How the fuck does that happen?
What a pairing.
So luckily, all I had to do was fly myself to Florida at the time. It was $1,000. I literally had like $1,317, right? So I paid $1,000, $300 for the flight on AirTran, RIP or AirTran, bought by Southwest.
Oh yeah. I think they crashed
I
a few
s-
times.
And I stay with,
Ryback.
what's his name now? Rex
Ryan
Brody.
Reeves. Oh yeah, Rex Brody.
Previously Morty Rackham. Previously,
He's
Extreme
currently
Perry
Rex
Green.
Brody.
He's currently Rex Brody.
Currently Rex Brody. So I stay with him, who lives
And
with
Ryback.
Ryback. So it's a 2-bedroom apartment, Tampa, Florida. And Ryback, great fucking dude, right? Ryan Reeves. Ryback.
He's a good dude.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Ryan
alright.
Reeves a good dude, man. Reads a lot of books, dude. Southbound books.
Was he smart?
Dude ate like 2 whole chicken breasts and a whole thing of pasta in one sitting, man. Like,
Insane.
so I'd be sleeping on their floor. Like the living room of like one side on my left is Rex fucking Brody. Like what is Rex Brody? Like 5'2"?
No, taller than that. 5'6", let's
Six.
say. 5'6".
I'll give you 6.
That's
No,
a fucking
shorter?
stretch,
Weird body
dude.
says shorter. 5'4"? Is that small?
Yeah, he's like,
That's
what is
small?
he, Thorne? Like
I don't know. I mean, I'm
Weird
Josh
body says
Bishop.
5'4".
Hold on, let's just Josh Bishop. How tall is Rex Brody?
Maybe like 5'7".
Is his mic on, dude?
Is on
All right, so 5'7", man.
top.
Max.
On one side, I
not
got Rex
5'7".
fucking Brody, 5'7".
5'8".
Fan behind you says 5'7".
And
Weird
on
body
the
says 5'4".
on the right side, I got Ryback. What's he? Josh Bishop, official.
I never met the Ryback.
Yeah,
Josh
Ryback's
Bishop,
what, 6
pick up
foot?
your mic.
Probably like 6'1", maybe 6'2".
Weight,
Probably like 300 pounds.
Current. That's current.
solid
That's current.
muscle, dude.
Oh,
Like just
diesel.
Weirdest thing too, doesn't even lift free weights. Never even seen the guy lift a free
Barbell
weight. Just
only,
Stop
dude?
it.
No, just straight like
Cable machines?
machines only, dude.
No way,
like
dude.
cardio
dude.
on the elliptical.
Dude, I follow this dude on Snapchat.
No. At the time, we went to a gym called Cultus Fitness on
At the time, huh?
Gandy Boulevard in Tampa, Florida, and I've never seen the man lift a free weight.
Is it because, but do you think because that gym was cheap? Because money wasn't coming in at that point, right?
No. The gym had a framed photo of Ricky Steamboat when he was like 22 as a bodybuilder, dude. It was a good gym, dude.
Did you know Ricky Steamboat's going to be
March 10th at the Tadmore Shrine in Akron, Ohio. You want to know why?
because
bring
of
him in?
Uh,
Bad Justice?
No.
Oh, all right. I thought that's where you're going. I wasn't sure.
Because I'm a smart promoter.
Because John Thorne is
Yeah.
smart, dude, and AIW
Oh, yeah.
is taking over.
All right. So sorry. Back to
Yes.
you're there.
So-
laying on the floor between the
Sleeping
Ryback
on the
and
floor,
Rex
dude.
Brody. Yeah.
Tampa, Florida. We got left side, Rex Brody. What's he called? The stuntman.
Rex Brody. Yes. Yeah,
Right
Rex
side, Ryback, Ryan Reeves, and this is like, he's not even Ryback yet. He's
Skip Sheffield.
Is it like tough enough, Ryback?
No, he's Skip Sheffield. Woo
It's
woo
before Tough
woo.
Enough. Yeah.
That's not even Zach Wright. That's woo woo woo.
No, what was his
Yo,
thing?
it's,
Like, yep.
Yep.
Fucking
Sorry,
cowboy hat.
strike that from the record.
Now
We got yep, Skip Sheffield, and we're talking like season 2 NXT before it's like a brand that has people like Adam Cole, and like we're talking like cowboy hats, like pre-Nexus. Okay, so here I am, dude. I'm 22, Tampa, Florida. Spent all my money, got no money, dude.
I respect it.
He does. He respects it.
respect
He means it legit.
Josh Bishop, man.
Respects him more than Eddie Only. He's falling asleep, dude.
Let's just like so we're on the AIW podcast. Let's put this in context, man. 2011.
Everybody knows we're on the AIW
No,
podcast.
2010. So I haven't talked to John Thorne in 2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
At least.
You said 2008.
2
yeah.
years blacklist, right? So here I am, dude. John, like 4-day tryout. Spent all my money. My girlfriend at the time is at a Hatebreed Lamb of God concert with the sound guy of another rival AIW promotion. You know, rival AIW promotion, man.
They're probably out of business.
Rival AIW
We've covered
promotion.
that. We've covered that.
So the sound guy, not a wrestler, not some cool fucking dude. The sound
guy.
That's like
Our sound guy's tracks.
That's like the fucking.
Yeah. She was out with Traxler, dude.
That's like your girlfriend leaving you for like the podcast technician of AIW.
Well, in fairness, our podcast technician is the owner of AIW.
But
So
John
I'm pretty
Thorne's
good,
a
dude.
solid
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like he has a real job.
Somebody
like,
else's
like
podcast
a real
technician.
like he like he's
career.
serious.
I got a life.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
we're talking about
he's
somebody
a
else's
sound
podcast
guy,
technician.
dude.
So, okay, she's there. You're there.
Yeah,
so
you're
like
there.
I'm just there, and Jim Ross is the guest speaker, which is real weird if you think about it. Like,
Yeah, because
so like 100 people pay $1,000. Like,
he's way up.
like let's talk about like real quick what kind of racket Steve Kern was running at FCW. Weird body. Can you
Allegedly.
here, can you redo that noise for the live podcast
He
audience?
can't redo that. That's a natural noise.
No, I can't. I can't redo
That's a natural reaction.
That's Evan Weird Body. What's your last
Weird
name?
body Evan Adams.
Evan Adams.
Yeah.
Man of a. Hey, Bev, come here, man. Bev, you
Matt, you gotta finish this story.
No. This is
We're still in FCW, bro.
John Thorne. Hold on.
We have still not gotten
John
to the
Thorne,
text
like
message.
he opened up a fucking can of worms with this podcast.
He's still at tryout.
So Weird Body Evan Adams, what would
Made a
you
weird
say
noise.
about his hog, Bobby?
Oh yeah. Speak to the hog.
It is a very comparable to a Matt Justice hog.
Oh.
It is, though.
Yeah, but 100 pounds less on the frame.
Just do that
in
noise
general.
real quick that you said.
That's a 6'2" hog.
Yeah, same 6'2" hog on a 5'8" frame.
Just to refresh, I said Steve Kern has a real racket going at FCW, and you said,
I just squealed in delight.
okay. All right. So
Weird
let's
Body.
just be honest.
6
There's
foot
like 77 people there paying $1,000 a piece. Like just.
All right,
Who is that?
that's Eddie only. Dude, he was falling asleep because you still haven't gotten to the point where you were in your basketball shorts, no underwear. He was waiting for the text message.
I was gone. Who texted Matt Justice?
Nobody knows yet. He still has. You said that because
All right.
you know.
All right. It's just everyone. Hey, yo, Josh.
Whoa.
All right. So, guest speakers at these tryouts, all right?
Jim Ross
Just
is there.
outside of the racket of Steve Kern. He's a sweet dude. Stinner.
Jim Ross is
You
your
know he
guest
didn't
speaker.
chew real tobacco? It was black licorice.
That's
He told me that.
That's crazy. Who knew?
Ruined it.
So Jim Ross is your guest speaker.
Get one of
One
the
of.
guest speakers.
Okay.
There's multiple.
All right.
So Jim Ross gave the saddest speech ever, and he basically just paraphrasing here. So all you young boys, Trey Lamar, put your fucking phone down. Listen to this. He said,
He's in.
and is paraphrasing here. He basically said, Jim Ross basically broke it down to all 77 in attendance, and he says, you have to kind of decide to yourself, do you want a wife and kids or a happy family life, or do you want to be a professional wrestler? Because you can't, he said, you can't have both.
That's fair.
And I think that there's enough experience in this room between maybe me, Bev, and John Thorne that we can all agree that yes, that you can't have a fucking happy home family life and a wrestling road life in one. Correct?
You got to lead a double life.
And I'm not talking like weekend warrior, like softball lead, like I wrestle once a month. I'm talking
Stop
like
talking about me.
Unless you're married.
no,
to the owner's
I'm
daughter.
not talking to Brev. I'm not talking about you, bro.
Brev. Brother Bev. That's Brev.
Brother
Is your
Bev.
new thing.
Brother Bev.
I thought this was a podcast, not the autobiography of Matthew Justice.
But the thing
it's a
that
long
people don't
autobiography.
realize, man, is that there's a lot of layers to Matthew Justice. Like, people think I'm just some guy.
I realize it now, but I didn't at the time.
But the thing
I
is
always knew.
that I literally have crossed paths with probably every person in wrestling. Like, have you ever wrestled Roman Reigns like 7 times? Has Roman Reigns ever chipped your tooth and not said sorry? People are laughing, like random girl who I don't know her name is laughing. But the thing is that my tooth right here is chipped because Roman Reigns chipped it with the Superman punch This is
pre-Superman
not even Roman Reigns.
not
This
even a
is
Superman
This
punch.
is Lee Ake.
Have you ever had your tooth chipped by Tattoo in Morgantown, West Virginia?
You know what, Bev? I have never had my tooth chipped by Tattoo, but I have been to a few great concerts in Morgantown with you, dude. This is true. So, but no.
I don't even know where this podcast is at.
Yo, this is gonna be heavily edited, but
Matt,
let's just be
You're really fucking on my. You're really fucking on my Sunday
Let's
night.
skip forward. Let's skip forward. Who texted you when you were lying in bed?
No, this is like the prelude.
Oh,
This is like the
listen, what
This
did
is
Jim
the
Ross say?
dark match of the podcast. Then we'll start it off with the JAK Prince. All right. This is like the AIW wrestling. AI
We're
wrestling.
just gonna call this the dark match.
This is the AIWrestling.com exclusive.
This is the podcast that will never air.
No, it's gonna air because I have no podcast to air on Monday.
As long as I do one more buy or whatever you want to call it, listen on Spotify than the Duke, I'm good, right?
Oh, you're gonna be good, brother.
Yeah, you're gonna be
this
fine
is,
anyway.
some dirt, all right? What is this, man? Is this Maryland?
That's
MD?
Mad Dog
Yeah.
2020.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So what did JR have to say?
The moral of his whole story was
Wait,
just,
put the microphone in front of your face. What did JR have to say?
the moral of the whole story here was basically JR at the end of the speech. It was along the lines of, you have to think to yourself and choose. Do you want to be a professional wrestler, sports entertainer in terms of the
Yeah,
times?
sure,
You know,
sports entertainer,
this wasn't the NXT Performance Center era where
Right.
you could say pro wrestling or like, you know, shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This was like, you know, straight 7
Before
foot
that.
tall, 300 pound
Right.
sports entertainment.
Yeah.
You had to choose road life or happily married family life. There was no in between. There was no fucking what ifs. So I was kind of depressed. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm 22.
I was gonna say, but do you feel like you had an advantage because you're 22? Are you really thinking family life at that point?
No, I mean, you heard it, like, if we backtrack maybe and it makes the edit of the dark match, like, I mean, listen to the guys I said were there. Like, Pepper Parks at the time had been wrestling for, like, what, 12 years in 2011, 2010? So, I mean, like, and then, like, guys like Joey Ryan and DJZ, who I had experienced him throughout the local Northeast Ohio, Pennsylvania, West
Yeah.
Virginia indies.
And he's
And I mean,
your
even
age.
Jeff
You guys about the same
Shulo,
age.
man. I mean, he's like, let's all be honest. Like the Drifter, Elias,
Pretty fucking sweet.
what?
Pretty fucking sweet.
Thorn.
Meh.
But age-wise,
Yeah.
the three of you guys, I feel like are all.
Like, let's just
you're
be
all
honest,
about right
dude.
there. Right?
So, and like the thing is, the way these tryouts rolled, like moral of the story: Jim Ross, wife and kids, wrestling life. All right, obviously,
Yeah.
we all know what we all chose here.
wrestling life, of course. Yeah.
Yes, of course, except for maybe this random girl that no one knows. So it was very like I don't know what I would call it. I would call it a
It was eye-opening.
yeah. I almost want to say culture shock, but it's not really a culture shock. It's one of them something you already know, but you don't want to admit to yourself.
Yeah.
So
An awakening. Yeah.
now keep in mind, this whole time, my girlfriend at the time is at Lamb of God Haybury show in Cleveland,
Right.
Ohio.
With a
With the
technician.
sound guy.
At
With
the
a
House of
technician
Blues
sound guy.
from the sound technician, if I want to give him a proper credit, from a rival promotion of AIW, who long dead.
Long gone. Long.
All right,
Double gross.
Traxler.
Yeah, it's not even Jeff Traxler.
She was not with
but
Traxler.
just he's still running a promotion, so
Yeah.
props to him.
And still does our sound.
And the mics were pretty fucked up tonight, man. Let's be honest, but
Hey, tomato. What are you
yeah,
gonna do?
They're a
9-volt,
little better than usual, but
9-volt batteries.
One
you know,
mic and
they're
one
just
mic only that doesn't
unreliable,
work. That's
dude.
why I always choose a
whatever,
certain
man,
one.
But
But continue on.
yeah, so the thing is I went home and I sat on the couch of Rex Brody and Ryback.
Ryback.
50-50, they owned it, 50-50, obviously.
Yeah, it's a good catch.
And I thought about, I said, I like this girl enough that, I'd probably give up wrestling for her. Well, when about 5 days after I came home from Tampa, Florida, from my WWE tryout at the FCW Can Factory,
Yeah.
my girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh shit.
Exactly. So
For the sound guy? Technician?
For the
for
sound
the
guy?
sound technician at the rival AIW wrestling promotion.
This could be so many people I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
It's a mystery. It's like
Probably fucking told me he's a fucking
It's
pussy
like
once.
We'll talk about it after.
it's like Tootsie Pops, man. Like how many licks does it take to get to the center? And
He
it's
probably
a
told me
mystery.
he's not a real fucking man and this is my town.
I mean, hey, you know
could
what,
be.
dude? Like, however many years later, so 2010 is 2018.
Yeah.
They're still together,
They are still together?
as far as I fucking know.
Wow.
And they're happy, right?
The super fans giving us a thumbs up behind us like it's him.
John?
You're gonna
Super
get
fan
fucking
John?
punched out if it's you,
Apparently-
dude.
Super fan John?
Apparently,
It's Ed
super
Battis.
fucking fucking John Ed Bats fucking
You're about to get punched out.
at set tab photo on all the social media handles.
right, so-
is the source like
All right.
Tony Reale on the ESPN
Oh, that
show.
was a good show. He was
What's
on
that show
Pardon
called?
the Interruption.
Pardon the
And then he
Interruption.
rolled into Around the Horn.
So you're saying around the horn that's a true statement? They're still together. So okay,
All
so
right,
they're
all right.
still together. So smart choice on her. Like,
Okay, so
do I
fast
want to go
forward.
with that guy or the shitty pro wrestler dude?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Who would you guys choose?
I mean, it seems pretty
Always
even.
you.
She's pretty even Stevens. on
Sound
the
guy technician or
Wrestler.
The guy wrestling.
Seems pretty. Sounds pretty even.
We're White's about to give you some sort of like.
Yeah, wait.
What does he have a solid job?
Wait.
Real talk right here, right now. Pro wrestlers are fun for like a week or two, maybe even a month.
It's giving you the real deal, dude.
On the indie level, especially.
No.
A sound guy can't be fun ever.
No, a sound guy can be fun for like.
But he
can get you into some shows for free around town.
But he can make a solid career out of getting.
But
you
he
into
was
shows
smart
for
though
free.
because he went to like a vocational school
Well,
and got
no,
a
fuck the
career.
school and everything. He got the job. No, he got the
He got a
job.
solid
Like at the end of the
businessman
day, like. Yeah.
Yeah, and
he
they're
had a
still
long-term
together.
job ski.
So what? 2010 to 2008 or 2018, they've been together for 8 years, where we were only together for 5 years at the time.
Yeah, 5 years, and you had a good
this
like.
made it longer?
You had a good run.
Exactly, dude.
I don't know who the hell it was that, and I like work around Cleveland like in venues. You had a good run, but
I had a good run, dude. That's the best you can fucking say.
that's the best I can come up with, man.
And you know what?
I'm gonna tell you, you did better
Like,
after that.
I mean, was she living in Cleveland the whole time? Was she living in Cleveland the whole time?
Parma. That's what.
Oh, yeah, Parma.
Yeah. Parma Mania's running wild on you,
You did
brother.
well. You did well.
Parma Mania running wild.
Let's just say that
But you were down in Florida.
after the whole Tampa excursion, and she broke up with me, she did climb through my parents' window of my bedroom a few times for, a little extracurricular
We've been there,
activities.
huh, guys? We've been there.
climbing through windows, dude. Climbing through windows.
I think the only person in this room right now that has met her personally would be
John, the superfan.
Oh, Bev Smith.
John Battis, the super fan, and Bev Smith, no doubt.
Super
Thorne-
fan. Just
wait,
throw
Thorne, you
up a
never met
picture of
her? I'm sure you met her, but she was
You just- yeah, you
unrememberable.
and you probably didn't realize it.
Yeah, no doubt.
I
This
was
is a
fucking-
picture. We got the picture.
I was fucking killing the fucking rat scene back in those
Well,
days.
it was like
allegedly.
it was a whole different world back in the
Alleged-
day in the old
Alleged
2000
rats.
Allegedly.
2000
That's an
Oh,
alleged
that's a
term.
shoot, brother. That was back in the day.
like let's go side. Let's go. Hold on. Let's just go sidebar.
Well, we already did that.
So I missed
That's
my
this whole
high school
podcast.
prom
oh no.
for an AIW show in Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh, wait a minute.
So-
That just is stop it. You missed your high school prom for an AIW show, but you were fucking ready to miss an AIW show for an MMA fight on television?
Well, this was before
Where are
I did
priorities,
it.
pal?
This was before I did a
Let's
death
get into
match.
the heart of the matter.
This was before I did a death match for $20, and then
20 more than I got paid,
and then
brother.
asked for a raise
20
and
more
got
than he got
and
paid.
got declined and said, "Well, Great Irons and Hobo Joe only asked for $20, so we can't pay you more than $20."
I don't know if they were
Hobo
asking
Joe
for
is
that.
But here's the
dead.
thing, though. I didn't
died.
ask you, Thorne. This was a Chandler Biddens Matthew Justice conversation.
Hobo Joe died.
R.I.P. you, dude. But let's just be serious.
The real guy's alive. He's
So,
buried.
I missed my high school prom for a AIW wrestling show in Youngstown, Ohio. Let's just
What do we do on that show?
Let's just recap some of the names. Number one, I
Smith's
believe
hometown.
the marquee name on that show at the time was a guy from a promotion called NWA Wildside. Oh, yeah. And his name just happened to be AJ Styles.
It was the AJ Styles show.
AJ Styles.
Is that the show we lit the guys on fire?
Yeah, and also another guy who's on that show who just happens to be a little guy, has done a couple things. His name his name was Tyler Black at the time.
Yeah, they teamed up a little bit.
And what was his name? What's his name now, dude?
Seth
Rollins, dude. Okay, so Seth Rollins. So yeah, hardcore dancing, hoodie wearing motherfucker, dude. So
Do you want to
and-
speak on your feelings on Seth Rollins?
No, don't do that right now.
Yeah, don't do that.
You might have to edit this out of chronological
Maddie,
order.
listen.
You know what though? At the time, I my feelings have waned for Seth Rollins. But I gotta say, dude, last time I saw him, we were pretty fucking cool, man. So his attitude just changed a little bit. The Shield, Triple H must have pulled him aside and had a sidebar with him and said, "Hey, if you want to make it in this business, kid, you'll
Or,
stop being a fucking
At the
dick."
time,
You're a big fan of
Or-
the sidebars, aren't you?
it could just be at the time that you were in a totally different state, You were a totally different person who was no longer at home in Streetsboro.
But the
Ohio
thing is
anymore.
that I used to look
And
up.
it was a culture shock for you to go to the WWE to FCW.
But the weird thing is that I used to look up to Seth Rollins, aka formerly known as FKA
Tyler Black.
Cease and Desist, Tyler Black, hoodie wearing motherfucker, because he wrestled at one AIW at Peabody's down under in the flats. Not even in the flats though. It's like in CSU.
State, yeah.
Was that East 21st Street?
13.
So I thought it was the coolest fucking thing that Tyler Black, some dude I saw on a primitive Real Player, not even YouTube, Real Player video. Remember the Real Player guys?
I remember the
those
Real
are
Player
sweet,
video.
dude.
Josh Bishop, I would not expect you to know what a Real Player is.
Oh yeah, that's
Fucking Trailer Mars asleep because we're not talking about YouTube and Snapchat right now, dude. So we're talking like primitive, pre-YouTube, Real Player, hardcore dancing Tyler Black.
Hold on. Trey Lamar is asleep because we're not talking about Trey Lamar.
Yeah, well, Trailer Mars, that's a whole nother podcast.
I'll tell you what,
brother. Sorry, dude.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
When you were lying in bed in your Venice Beach t-shirt and basketball shorts with no underwear, and you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with WWE," who was the first person to text message you?
All right, well, this is like, there's a backstory to this. And we're
Oh, we're not there
at
yet.
that,
Okay,
at that
all right.
moment.
Oh my, Jesus! This is like the road.
Trevor.
This is like
What are you talking about, man?
We're winding down on episode 1.
This is like a Netflix straight to series, like
this is
eight episodes first season.
this is like Castaway, where like
Yes,
Tom Hanks is in it, and you're like, "This is gonna
Are
be
you
amazing." But then you're like,
I did work for
really
FedEx at one point in my life.
Are you still watching? Yes, I am.
So, anyways, all right, dude. This is like straight raw, like, all right. This is like Def Jam comedy from 1998, man.
"What's usually funnier?"
Well, Def Jam comedy was pretty funny, dude.
I know,
Let's be
that's what I'm saying.
honest. Yeah, like the new remade Def Jam's not there.
Yeah, it's not.
So,
Well,
but anyways, man, I'm getting off subject. Here.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're getting off
My
subject?
fault.
Trey Lamar's fucking out of it, dude. John Thorne's regretting.
I've had a pee for
He hasn't even
15
taken
minutes,
a sip
bro.
out of his Tito's. Let me get a drink, dude. Let
Here,
me get
I
Dude, I drank a whole
got us-
chalice already.
Yeah. I also got us a refill.
Oh, that's Tito's and Sprite.
I
This
don't
is
know what
Tito's
it
No,
is.
it's Tito's and Sprite, dude.
This is also Tito's and Sprite. I got us
All
a
right.
refill
So,
on
anyways,
can.
here we are.
Here we are.
So, basketball shorts, no underwear.
Yep.
Gray Venice Beach, California t-shirt that
a good
I
look.
traded with Bobby Beverly. I actually believe I traded you for a Korn t-shirt, which is very strange, dude.
KORN.
Yeah, KORN, dude. So, at this time, I had already been signed to the WWE. I talked to Ty Bailey on the phone. You know, the only people that
For
knew
how
were
long?
Days.
Couple days? Yeah.
Days. No one should know this besides maybe my close family members, my friend who was sleeping on the floor behind my drum set at the time.
Did he put a ball sack on your drum set? Not like a Stuff
This
Brothers
is
thing.
not some John C. Reilly shit, dude.
Okay.
So,
Whoa, easy, Trevor. Easy, Wes Barkley.
whoa.
Don't get out of control here. We
What?
finally got him on target.
What? Thorne.
Listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Back to
My bad.
Back to your story. Back to your story. Matt, back to your story. Never mind Wes Barkley.
So I get a random text message, 216 number. Let's 216 tattooed on Red Rose
Cleveland.
heart. So that's Cleveland's area code.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
thought it
have
was
that- I
MGK.
don't have this fucking number saved, dude. MGK wasn't even relevant
I
at
know.
the time. He was still in Solon High School, like being a white kid
Shaker
in a
Heights.
white kid high school, dude. Like, and I get this number, like, hey, I heard you're signed to WWE. If it's true, like, congrats, I'm proud of you. And like, it's John Thorne. Like, I haven't talked to John Thorne in years, man. Probably
That's
2
crazy.
2 years, right?
2 years
It's
at
on
this
2
point.
years at least.
At least.
At least. Maybe 3. Yeah, might be
So I don't even know how he knew that because people I knew didn't even know that.
I know
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Dude, Thorne
He
knows
just-
everything.
He knows
He
random
just knows
things, man.
shit,
He
right,
knows random
dude?
things.
He knows.
So, and I was signed. I was, Ty Bailey called me and said, hey, you did really well, and we want to, sign you to the WWE.
And this is during your FCW tryout.
How do you feel about moving down to Tampa, Florida? I said, I fucking love it, dude. You know, like that. The moment he called me, I was actually driving to an indie show in West Virginia. It was the weirdest thing. I was with I guess there are some AIW alumni in that car. Actually, it was Greg Irons.
Okay, yeah.
I should
Still
say
AIW
Greg
right now.
Iron, so
Greg
he's not
Iron. Yep.
pissed about that.
Yeah.
Corey Winters, he's a
Oh yeah, Corey Winters, dude. Van Fruth.
Van Fruth was in the car, so the back seat consisted of Winters and Fruth.
Okay.
And the front seat,
Legendary tag team.
Luckily, I was in the passenger seat. Greg Iron
is driving.
Singular was driving, and I did this number private. And I'm like, I'm gonna answer this shit. It's a Friday at 5:07 p.m. on a. It was actually March 11th, 2011.
Okay.
I answer the phone. Hey, this is Ty Bailey from the World Wrestling Entertainment. You did very well at the WWE tryout this past weekend. And we want to sign you to a developmental contract. How do you feel about moving down to Tampa, Florida? I said, I'd love it.
Because you were like, fuck the girlfriend. Because she's gone.
Well, she had already broken up
Yeah,
with me,
she was
dude.
done.
That's
You're like,
what
I got
That
nothing
was in
now.
August of
Look,
2010.
she made that choice. She made
and
that
we're
choice.
talking March 2011. I did a
Yeah.
whole nother WWE tryout at the
Oh, a
time.
whole nother one. So
You know-
JR had given you the speech. Girlfriend breaks
sad.
up with you. You do another WWE tryout, and you're like, obviously, at this point, if I'm
Yeah, I
choosing
had
family or WWE, or
$17
wrestling, it's
in
wrestling.
my bank account, and I'm at
Look at
the
you.
Q Quicken Loans Arena, 2011. It was actually March 4th, 2011.
Dude, LeBron's not even at the on the team at this time. Decision was 2010. Decision was 2010.
But it was off season, right?
Yeah, but the decision was 2010. So in 2011, he was not a Cavalier.
No,
He's
yeah.
at the Heat.
Yeah.
He's and
It's the
I
year he
remember
wins that title.
no, because me and LeBron both went south. Me and LeBron both went south at the same time. So I think Thorne would want to hear this. So let's just take a podcast
Dude, you keep going.
time out.
What's up, everybody? Alex Worldwide Keller here to tell you all about at Thrift Store Jobber, Instagram, Etsy, eBay, etc. And he's got a doozy of one for you this week. You know, when I win that presidential election in 2020 and I take control in 2021, I'm going to be in charge of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and the Marines. And what better Marine was there than Sergeant motherfucking Slaughter, master of the Cobra Clutch, and this shirt straight out of the Cold War of 1985-86, bit more tepid then, whatever. Here it is, Sergeant Slaughter, half man, half Cobra, all business, and it can be yours for 10% off. Use promo code WORLDWIDE at Thrift Store Jobber, Instagram, Etsy, eBay, and other places as well. And get it, because that's an order. Puke.
So here I am, dude. I did this Jam Ross fucking July 2010 FCW tryout. Didn't get signed. You want to know who got signed that tryout? A guy named Mike Dalton. Does anyone know who Mike Dalton is here? Super fan Ed, John?
Tyler Breeze.
So at that tryout, one Tyler Breeze, who at the time was Mike Dalton, got signed. All right, I'm like, well, this is a fucking work because we all know he got signed by fucking. He was trained by Lance Storm. It was a setup, all right, the whole time. So I was about to quit wrestling. Here I am, 4 years in the business. Fuck this, I'm out, right? So I persevere and I go back to another tryout in March of 2011, right? But a couple of days before I was at that tryout, I actually happened to be an extra at the Q, Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, for a Raw. And I'm standing on this side of the stage, my favorite spot to watch events. And I'm talking to this little guy. I have no fucking idea who he is, honestly. And he's a writer for WWE. He's like a production assistant. His name's Ryan Ward. Anyone know who Ryan Ward is?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
he's-
guarded his grandma at the Agora one time.
Okay, so Ryan Ward comes up to me and he says, "Hey, you're Matt Justice. I've seen you wrestle at AIW." And I'm like, "Really, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, man. I used to come to AIW shows like all the time. I know who you are." And he's like, "Hey, man, here's my business card. If you ever need anything from me, just hit me up." And I told him, I'm going to a tryout in a couple of days. And he's like, oh, well, let me know how it goes. If, maybe I can pitch something for you. But I got signed anyways. I didn't need Ryan Ward. But AIW, 2011, where was AIW at then? Dude, getting dropped by Ryan Ward at WWE at the Quicken Loans Arena at the
We've
time.
always pretty much been on top, bro.
Yeah, Cleveland wrestling for life, dude. But anyways, all right. Let's get to the brass tacks here, though. So this is like the dark match is over.
So
Let's
get the hard
let's just wind this one down, and we'll
Yeah.
get another one.
Yeah, we'll do
Part 2 next week.
Yeah, so here we are, man. So Josh Bishop wants to know
How you want to wind it down? Give me one last farewell for this week.
So here we are, man. It's 2011 of March of 2011. I'm 22. I'm about to turn 23, man. And I'm in West Virginia, and I get a call from Ty Bailey, everyone's favorite corporate executive, Ty Bailey. He tells me, you did great at the FCW tryout. And he says, we want you to move down to Tampa, Florida. How do you feel about that? I said, I love it, Ty. So I moved down to Tampa, Florida, right? April 20th. What's that? What's the date on that? RBD.
April 20th.
RBD 420.
April 20th.
RBD 420, right? Josh Bishop.
April 20th, AIW is running. We got The Godfather coming in. Show to be named.
You know where the Godfather flies in from?
Did you just drop that right now?
LV.
This podcast?
You know where the Godfather
420?
flies in from?
You get the Godfather. You heard it here first, folks.
Yep.
420, the Godfather coming
Straight out of Las Vegas, man.
The Godfather.
I know another guy
/
that used to live
Papa
in Las
Shango.
Vegas. We'll get to that to a different
We'll
show.
edit that in.
We'll get
as
there
a-
later.
as
We'll
a
get there
peek.
later.
Show to be named later. April 20th.
All right. So you're talking to April 20th.
Dude, John Cronus is just wrestling, blowing my mind right now.
Dude, it's a fucking pretty sweet match.
John Cronis of the Eliminators?
Yeah, turn around.
Dude,
Oh, sweet, dude. R.I.P.
dude we've been
John
watching
Cronis,
FMW
man.
this whole time.
We
It's
need to
been
start
fucking
this over.
sweet.
There's too many
No,
time
just
in.
let's just wrap it up on this one, and we're gonna start fresh with like a serious one.
All right, yeah. All right. So what's the go home on this, man? I
You
moved
give me
on.
one go home.
Fuck, man. Josh
Let's
Bishop
finish-
has a
let's
pink
finish-
microphone cover, dude.
Hey, let's finish April 20th.
Getting goddamn.
Oh, April 20th, I moved down to Florida, man. I
So you
packed
moved
up
down to Florida.
packed up my Kia Spectra. I'm going south, dude, like South Beach, like LeBron, man.
And what's about to happen then?
He's going to the WWE.
I don't know, man. I'm about to
FCW.
show up at FCW and work for the WWE.
So
we get a
April
Ryback?
20th, you move down, and you're about to start the new path in FCW.
You can't say the new path. Someone already said that, dude.
Dude, let's take it home with something
All
people
right.
really want to hear.
So April.
Who sent you the text message? Did we get to that yet?
John
John
Thorne
Thorne.
does. We talked about this.
So John Thorne. All right.
Sends him a text message.
What did that text?
So you get a text
How'd you
message.
feel when you got that text message?
Pumped as fuck.
It was interesting to know that you knew before anyone else knew. And I had to speak. Well, you know what? The weird
Let's
thing
ask
is,
you, how did you know John Thorne?
I don't know.
Can you say?
Let's talk about it.
is that I hadn't talked to you.
Your mic. You shut your mic off, dude.
So the weird thing is that I hadn't talked to you in years. But the weird thing is that I actually showed up to a Rockstar Mayhem energy drink
Yeah,
festival
we booked you on that.
in
John Batts just pulled
in
up the results for that.
Cincinnati, Ohio. And the only reason I showed up is because I wanted to see the show for free because Lambo Draw was playing. And you
Yeah,
guys
we went
booked
in
me.
We went in the pit.
Yeah, and I kayfabed my way into the pit. I said, you know,
I was there. You
I'm,
just kept-
remember, I just said like, yeah, I'm with the show. I got this band. It means I'm with the tour, and they let me down in the pit, and I brought all you guys down in the pit. It was like you, the Bomber Facade, and like we jammed, right?
I don't even know who else would have been there at those days.
The OVE dude, Over the Influence, whatever
Cult.
the cult, dude, right? It was a weird mix of people, dude. Like,
Did you guys run the pit?
Well, I ran the pit. Let's ask John Thorne about that. I don't know, man. Like,
I don't recall.
yeah, I don't know, dude. I fucking killed it, dude. I know that.
So what you're saying is,
but
you're laying in bed. You're in a Venice Beach, California
No,
T-shirt.
we gotta get Stop. to the bottom
fast
of the
forward
Stop.
shorts, no underwear.
No.
Then you go to
I'm-
you get a
I'm
text
taking
from
us
John
home
Thorne,
right now.
and then you get
Stop.
a text message
He
concert.
gets a message from Thorne. He's
Yeah.
pumped as fuck about it.
Yep.
Let's hear one Ryback story to close this shit out.
And then he heads down to Tampa, Florida.
I want one Ryback story to close this
Tampa,
shit out.
Florida.
While you are at FCW.
No, before you get to the Ryback story, I want to know what your thoughts of. What did you think when I texted you? Were you like, how the fuck does that guy know?
No, I really wanted to know how you knew.
Did you have thoughts on how he might know? You know what I mean? Like,
well-
were you thinking like, oh, he found out from this person?
No, I have no idea.
Who knew? Who knew at
Just
that
something.
time?
Because like AIW wasn't at the level that it was at now, where
Right.
like Kevin Steen didn't exist at this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
John Thorne, I don't know how the fuck he knew, to be honest, dude. No, he didn't, dude. He fucking didn't exist, dude.
He existed in Canada.
But like, I honestly have no idea how you knew.
I'm just pawning off of Bev Smith in background.
I don't know how I knew either, but
How
I know.
did you-
I
You
know.
don't know how you knew?
Dude. People
Was
just
just
tell
a
me
hunch?
shit.
So I think I just said like, thanks, man. Like, yeah, it's true.
People just tell me shit. I really don't know. I know that I was at my apartment in Parma, which I don't know was like 5 years ago, probably the first year I lived there.
Well, it would have been like longer than that. It was 8 years ago that I was.
Oh,
selling.
then I don't know where the fuck I was living then.
7 years ago.
It's 8
Well,
But
years
like
ago.
I don't know how I remember, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna text him and I'm gonna tell him I'm proud of him.
Former tag team, 2-time AIW champions for anyone out there that's wondering.
Fucking
That's
staff
right.
Match.
You two together?
Yeah.
You didn't know
Next episode.
I did, but I was for the audience.
Oh,
Thank you.
Did that weird you
did
out
know
though that I knew before anybody else?
it was weird that you knew. Just no, like my brothers, my mom and dad, and my friend that slept on my floor behind my drum set knew. That was it.
That's what I'm saying. Don't fucking ever question what I know and what I don't know in this business.
Hey, more on that drum set and everything else on the next episode.
Nope,
But this
Steve,
is
no,
going to cut
no.
it here. What?
Ryback story.
Oh,
Let's get
I'm
it.
sorry. Before we get to the end of this episode, one Ryback story.
So it's a Ryback.
Dude, I want a Ryback
This one's
story
a
so
Ryback,
bad.
dude.
You know what? One Ryback story.
We're gonna edit this podcast like an episode of MTV The Challenge, where right when the challenge is about to happen, it cuts off like next week.
All right.
So I'm sleeping on the floor at Rock.
Wait, we gotta actually cut it off. Hang on.
Tune in next week
Yeah.
for whatever this fucking Ryback story is
no-
gonna be.
So
Sir,
AIW
listen, more-
Absolution 13 featuring Johnny
More on the
Bananas.
drum set and everything else in the next episode. And thanks to
I've seen
John
to
Thorne,
that
the
drum
owner,
set.
Worldwide, who chimed in, Joshua Bishop, Weird Body at one point, Bev Smith, and of course the one-man militia, Matthew Justice. My name's Steve Guy. We'll talk to you guys next week.
That was scrap that, dude. We're trash that. That's a Lisbon.com episode.